there comes a moment when you realize it's not the world hurting you. It's how deeply you let it reach inside you. The words people say, the way they ignore you, the way they leave, it stays. And no matter how strong you try to act, something inside still breaks. But what if you could reach a place where nothing truly hurts you anymore? Not because you don't feel, but because you understand. You've probably been there. You send a message, and they don't reply. You start overthinking. Did I say something wrong? Are they ignoring me? Do they even care? And just like that, your mood changes. Or maybe someone disrespected you, said something small, but it stuck in your mind all day. You replay it again and again. You wish you said something back. You wish you were stronger. Or maybe someone you trusted walked away. No explanation, no closure, and you're left there holding all the pain. It's exhausting, right? Feeling everything so deeply, caring too much, getting hurt again and again. And the worst part, you don't want to become cold. You don't want to stop caring. You just want peace. Here's the truth. You don't need to stop feeling to stop getting hurt. You just need to see things differently. There's a quiet kind of strength, the kind that doesn't react to everything, the kind that stays calm even when life isn't. And once you understand this, your whole world starts to change. Main content, story-based flow. Let me tell you something most people never realize. You're not hurt by what happens. You're hurt by what you think it means. Think about it. Someone ignores you. That action itself, it's just silence. But your mind says, they don't respect me. I'm not important. I'm not enough. And that is what hurts. But here's the shift. What if it meant something else? What if they're just busy? What if they're dealing with their own problems? What if it has nothing to do with you? See, your mind fills in the blanks, and most of the time, it fills them with fear. I remember a guy, let's call him Ryan. Ryan used to take everything personally. If his boss didn't smile at him, he thought he was in trouble. If his friends didn't invite him out, he thought they didn't like him anymore. His whole mood depended on other people. One day, his boss walked past him without saying anything. Ryan spent the entire day anxious, couldn't focus, couldn't relax. Later that day, he found out. His boss had just gotten bad news about his family. It had nothing to do with Ryan. And that's when it hit him. Not everything is about you. But here's the deeper truth. Most people are too busy dealing with their own life to spend time thinking about hurting you. And even when they do hurt you, it usually says more about them than it does about you. Now listen carefully. This is where things start to change. You have to stop giving people control over your emotions. Right now, many people have access to your peace. A text can ruin your mood. A comment can break your confidence. A look can make you feel small. But why? Why do they get that power? Here's a simple idea. Not everyone deserves access to your mind. Just because someone speaks doesn't mean you have to listen. Just because someone acts a certain way doesn't mean you have to react. You always have a choice. There was a woman, let's call her Emma. She used to get hurt by everything her partner said. Even small jokes would stay in her head for days. She would overthink and slowly lose herself. One day, she did something different. Instead of reacting, she paused. She asked herself, is this really about me or about them? And for the first time, she didn't take it personally. That moment changed her. Not overnight, but slowly, she became stronger. And this is the key. Pause before you react. Not everything deserves your energy, but here's something even deeper. You get hurt because you expect too much from people. You expect them to understand you, to treat you right, to never change. But people are unpredictable. They have their own fears, their own pain, their own flaws. And when they don't meet your expectations, you get hurt. So what's the solution? Lower your expectations, but not your standards. Expect less from others, but expect more from yourself. Most people live like this. If they treat me well, I'll be okay. If they love me, I'll be happy. But that's a dangerous way to live because your happiness becomes dependent on someone else, and people change. Instead, become the source of your own peace. That way, no matter what others do, you stay steady. Now let's talk about something most people avoid: attachment. This is where most emotional pain comes from. You get attached to people, to outcomes, to how things should be. And when reality doesn't match your expectations, you suffer. Let me tell you a small story. A man buys a new phone. He loves it, keeps it safe, uses it carefully, but one day it slips and breaks. Now he's upset, not because the phone broke, but because he was attached to it. If he never cared about it, it wouldn't hurt. The same thing happens with people. The more you depend on them for your happiness, the more power they have to hurt you. But here's the truth. You can care without depending. You can love without losing yourself. You can be kind without being weak. And this is where real strength begins. But wait, this doesn't mean you become cold. It doesn't mean you stop feeling. Because here's the danger. Some people hear this and they shut down completely. They build walls. They stop trusting. They stop opening up. And they call it strength. But it's not. It's fear. Real strength is different. Real strength is feeling everything, but not letting it control you. Think about it like this. You're in the ocean. The waves are your emotions. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn how to ride them. Now, let's go deeper. One of the biggest reasons you get hurt is because you tie your self-worth to others. If they praise you, you feel good. If they ignore you, you feel worthless. That's a trap. Your worth is not decided by how people treat you. Let that sink in. Someone can ignore you, and you're still valuable. Someone can leave you, and you're still enough. Someone can disrespect you, and you're still worthy. Once you understand this, you stop chasing validation. And when you stop chasing, you stop getting hurt as much. There was a time when a guy named Daniel kept trying to impress everyone, at work, with friends, even online. He wanted approval. Every compliment made him feel alive. But when he didn't get it, he felt empty. One day, he asked himself something simple: why do I need their approval so much? That question changed everything. He started focusing on himself, his growth, his peace, and slowly, he stopped needing validation. And guess what? Nothing hurt him the same way anymore, because when you don't need something, you can't lose it. Now here's something powerful. Learn to accept reality. Not everything will go your way. People will disappoint you. Plans will fail. Things will change. That's life. But suffering comes from resisting reality. From saying, this shouldn't be happening. But it is happening. So instead of fighting it, accept it and move forward. Acceptance doesn't mean you like it. It means you stop letting it control you. And finally, you need to protect your peace. Not everyone deserves your time. Not everyone deserves your attention. And definitely not everyone deserves your energy. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to stay silent. It's okay to not react. Sometimes, the strongest thing you can do is nothing. So if you've been getting hurt easily, if you've been overthinking everything, if you've been feeling like the world is too heavy, listen to this carefully. You are not weak. You just haven't learned how to protect your energy yet. You don't need to become cold. You don't need to stop caring. You just need to become aware. Aware of your thoughts, aware of your reactions, aware of what truly matters, because once you master this, something beautiful happens. You become calm, not because life is perfect, but because you are. And suddenly, the things that used to hurt you don't have the same power anymore. You smile more, you think less. You live freely, and for the first time, you feel in control. If this spoke to you, if you felt something while listening, then you're already changing. And if you want more like this, consider subscribing. Stay strong, stay calm, and protect your peace.